Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a get ready with me. I'm going to a wedding in about 5 hours, so I decided to get ready a little early so I could chit chat with you guys and put on my makeup. So if you would like to see how I got this look and the products I used and all of that stuff, then just keep on watching. So hi guys, I have my hair up on my head because it is hot in here, and when this hair is on my back and neck, it makes it like 10 times as hot. So excuse the messiness that's going on right now. These are pretty old, so ignore the front as well. Anyway, so I'm about to get ready and I thought I would do my makeup with you guys. It's actually way earlier than when I need to be getting ready. So the primer that I'm putting on is the Tatcha, the Silk Canvas primer, and this stuff makes your face look so freaking smooth. It's worth the price because it's actually really expensive, and I did go to Sephora to get this to try it out. So yeah, it's really smooth, but you do have to put foundation on top of it if you're my skin tone, maybe even a few shades lighter, and definitely if you're darker than me, because it gives like this white looking cast. So it isn't something that I would recommend that you wear alone, not unless you're way lighter than me. But yeah, so I'm getting ready and the colors are gold and navy. I don't really know, but I'm assuming you can wear whatever color you want, but I am going to be wearing gold and, well, I'm going to be wearing navy and probably gold jewelry. So now I'm going to do my eyes first, because when I did that previously in my first impressions makeup tutorial that I just did, I actually liked how it turned out, so I'm going to do that again. Priming my eyelids with the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit Cream Liquid Eyeshadow in the shade Camel Back. So what I'm thinking for as far as eyeshadow is I'm going to use navy in the crease and then gold on the lid, which when I was looking for palettes to work with, I actually knew it was going to be difficult, which is why I went ahead and started looking before I even sat down here. There are literally no palettes that have a dark navy in it, like a dark blue. I mean I went through all of my palettes and that was so hard to find. I found one palette that had the shade that I was looking for, and actually it's kind of a little bit lighter than what I was looking for. I was looking for something that's basically black but blue, you know, but that's just not really a thing, I guess. And it's not like I want navy in my crease all the time, so it's not like a color that I just really need, but I was just shocked on how hard it was to find it. The only palette of mine that I could find that had it is the Dose of Color Snow Angel, and it's this shade on the end, which again is still lighter than what I wanted. So I'm gonna start with this shade over here for my transition, and I did set my eyelids with the Mercier translucent powder, and I'm just dusting this shadow in the upper crease area very lightly, not going too heavy. And this shadow is so important, like the transition color of the eyeshadow look is so very important. You want to make sure that you lay this down first. Okay, so after I applied that, I'm going to go in with a smaller brush. So the brush that I originally used was a fluffy brush, and this is going to apply the transition color in a wide area, which is exactly what I want. But when I apply this navy shade, I want it in a smaller area, so I'm going to use a smaller blending brush. So for that, I mean, you can go bigger, a little bit bigger than this, but I am going to be using this small of a brush. It's the Sigma Detail Diffused Crease, the E33 brush. I'm going to get a little bit of this shade and tap off the excess of that shade, and then start applying this to the crease. So I'm just building, kind of going slow. It's kind of one of those back and forth, like going with one and going back to the other, because you want to make sure that everything is blended and seamless. So it's almost like you add a little bit, you blend, you add a little bit more, you blend until it looks how you want it to look. And it takes practice continuing to work on what you want to fix, which if blending is the thing that you want to fix in your makeup routine, it just takes practice. Like anybody can do it. It's not like only the elite can do it. Definitely not everybody can do this. So again, just applying and then taking that first shade we used and blending. I'm just kind of using a soft hand, because you also want to make sure you're blending based on formulas. So I realized that this formula, if I apply the transition color too much on top of the blue, it totally blends it away. So once I learned that just then, now I'm just focusing to only use a very light hand to blend and only a little bit of the shadow so that I can get a seamless blend like I want. And then don't be afraid to get in there like with your fingers to help blend as well. So I'll just going with the look of it and what you think it needs more of or less of, or if you need to use your fingers or a brush or a bigger brush or a smaller brush. And as you do it more, you get faster. So like your first time, it might take a long time, and then each time after that it can take shorter and shorter and shorter. I'm really just taking my time with this because I'm not in a rush. I started extremely early on my makeup. Okay, and now I'm just going to repeat the same stuff on this eye. Okay, so I'm done with this palette for now. So on the lid, I'm going to use this Colourpop shade from the Colourpop and Becky G collection. It's in the shade Auto, which is gold. It means gold. That's perfect when I want gold on my lid. So I'm just taking a bit. I don't actually know if it's gonna come up on this brush how I want it. No. See, that's what doesn't make sense to me. This is a Colourpop brush. You would think that it would work with the Colourpop shadows, but it does not. Like, no. So you really do have to go in with your finger, but when you have nails, that's hard to do. So you can see kind of like this is what it looks like with the brush, and this is what it looks like with the finger, but I have to somehow figure out a way to clean this up. I'm gonna see what happens if I try to use a Q-tip with this shadow. Oh yeah, that works. Because I kind of wanted to sharpen up the edges, and that's working. So you can also use a Q-tip to apply the Colourpop shadow, but this does cause fallout. Okay, so I'm going to get a little bit of makeup remover and just remove that, and I'll just reapply the primer if I need to. Probably should have waited to apply my face primer. And then I always go back with the brush that I used for my outer corner shade to blend the lid shade. So for foundation, I'm going to use the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin. I haven't used this pretty much since I reviewed it, so to be quite honest, I don't remember what I think, but hopefully this is a good choice. I'm using the shade Y445, which is my shade in Makeup Forever. Okay, so for concealer, I'm going to use the Covergirl concealer, the trublend undercover concealer. I have been loving this concealer so much. Such a good one. It's full coverage though, so if you don't like full coverage, you might want to stay away from this. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go in with the Velour Mercier powder from earlier that I used to set my eyeshadow base, and just lightly dust on top of where I put that concealer, which just so happens to be the areas that I get oily, so it's kind of like a 2-for-1. It might be hard to see how the makeup look is going because my brows are not on. At least I feel that way. Like I need to hurry up and get my brows on, but I like to do it after the bronzer step. So for bronzer, I'm using one of my OG favorites. I brought it back out. That is the NYX matte bronzer in the shade Dark Tan. This bronzer is my absolute holy grail bronzer. The shade is just perfect. And the formula is perfect. It's one of those bronzers that's kind of hard to mess up. Never looks like gray or anything on me. So now let's do brows finally, but I'm going to do these off camera because it takes me like 20 minutes to do my brows. So I got my brows on the lower lash line. I'm gonna go back in with the navy. I hope this is not a mistake. Hope it doesn't make the look too dark, but it probably will make the look really dark. But I'm just gonna apply it to the outer corner of the lower lash line. They really did make it dark, but that's okay. So now I'm gonna go directly on top of it with the transition color that I used to kind of blend it out right on top, and that'll tone it down a lot. For highlight, I'm going to use the CoverGirl True Blend Super Stunner Highlights in the shade Rose Quartz. such a gorgeous highlight. Okay, really quickly, I'm going to apply the Velour Lashes Can't Be Tamed lashes, and I'm going to apply these off camera. They're mink lashes, so they're really pretty, like the super fluffy lashes. So I'm gonna apply these and I'll be right back. Okay, so for blush, I'm going to try this one that really does not go with my eye look, but I want to give it a try and see if it's going to show up. This is the Colourpop Fresh and Peachy Pressed Powdered Cheek. It's a very light blush, but it's pretty. I like it. It isn't the best blush color for this eye look, but it's still pretty. So for mascara, I'm going to use the Revlon So Fierce mascara, and I've been loving this for my lower lashes. It makes them look so long and thick. Finally, time for the lip color. I feel like I've been doing my makeup for the longest, so I'm having a hard time picking a lip color. I've already put on and taken off 2 lip colors, so hopefully this is the last one. I think I am gonna go with this though. So for lip pencil, I'm going to use MAC Chestnut. As you guys see that I always use this lip pencil. It's just my favorite lip pencil to apply because this is actually darker than all the lipsticks that I wear. Pretty much I like that dimension, the difference, because if I just put on a regular lipstick, 9 times out of 10 it won't look right because it'll be too bright or something like that. But this tones down all the lipsticks to where it looks and meshes well with my skin tone. Chestnut is my go-to, but NARS Spunk lip pencil is pretty much the same color, maybe a touch darker, and it works the same. And then every now and then I'll use MAC Cork, which is lighter. That's just if I want like maybe if I'm doing a natural makeup look and I still want to make sure that the lipstick isn't too harsh. And then for lip color, I'm going to use the shade Poison from Colourpop. It's their lippie stick. Oh no, I didn't think it was gonna be this red. You know what, I'm not taking it off. We're gonna go with it. All right, and then for setting spray, I'm going to use the Herbal Spa Mist from Koh Gen Do, and that is it. I need to go put on my dress so I can see the full look. All right guys, so I have on my dress. It's a half dress, so you can barely see it unless I sit up like this. But yeah, this is the finished makeup look. This is actually not the makeup look I was going to create. I was going to do something soft on the eyes and a nude lip, but it didn't turn out like that. I totally switched. Let me know what kind of videos you guys want to see next down in the comments. Thank you guys as always so much for watching and all the support you guys show me, and I promise I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.